the strip, so we gave us the power, so we he's showing out, that's why we
Yo, we are back. Episode 14 of season 2 of the Not the Same podcast, hosted by this one word, C-Micah, and that one word over there, Mr. Rob Redeem, repping Blood Gang. I'm kidding. It's not Blood Gang. No. We don't need no problem. Don't make no diss records to him. Kendrick, leave that brother alone. Please don't mess with my brother.
Kendrick on my side.
Anyway, man, we're very glad to be back with y'all with another Not the Same podcast sports show. So many sports to talk about, man. What up, Ronald Jackson? Good to see you, sir. Ronald Jackson was in there super early. Appreciate you, my brother.
Super early. What up, brother?
Good evening, D. Glad to see you here. But Just James, what's up, my guy?
Just James, what's going on?
Yes, sir. Yeah, without that, what? I don't know. Next, if when you see it on the screen, man, do what you see on the screen. Number one, hit that like button if you have liked the Not the Same podcast. Next, if you have not subscribed to the Not the Same podcast, please go ahead, man, because hey, we need your support. And lastly, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified for our off-schedule shows that, like every other Tuesday, we do our Bible study, which we did last night. If you missed it, I would say so myself, not because I led it, but I think it was a pretty good one. If you're into those type of things and you need some help with reading the Bible, man, hey, go back and go check it out. But on to sports right now, man. Hey, please do that. And Rob, don't go in. Hey. Prius and Crips all get along. Power rules, my bad. Power rules and Crips.
Power rules, brother.
Yeah, I said Prius. Lord.
No.
For my own self.
I knew it was coming.
Yes. The person on the left or right of your screen is the most unhood guy you ever meet. Trust me. The guy that ain't got red on. Trust me.
Hey. Yet still, I ain't gonna even go there. Hey, anyway,
Stop
shout out to my MTMV Sports Famos, our live show TV, Takeover Radio, Praise 365, Global Radio, RYC Praise News, His Hop Radio and Podcast Network, as well as this 520 Collective. What do they all have in common? They are allegedly rebroadcasters of the Not the Same podcast. I always tease them and say allegedly because some of this stuff falls on us, but those are our brothers in Christ, man, and they're doing things. If you didn't hear me, we say it every show. So one word, if you've been looking at us for all this time, by now you should know who the rebroadcasters are. If you don't know who the rebroadcasters are, then what I need you to do is go check them out because they got some dope content as well.
Yes, they do.
What I mean? We're all about elevating and, uplifting the body. So we're not selfish over here where we just want all the likes, clicks, and views. No, it's we got bros that's out here and sis out here who doing things that we want you to see their content as well.
Yeah. So big salute to the main card. Big salute to the
Full 94,
and all the shows over there and
everybody over at MTMV, man.
Everybody over there, man, that's doing good work, man. Salute to all of them. That's our family. That's our brothers and sisters.
You dig what I'm saying? Those are our peoples.
All y'all want words. But with that being said, man, let's go and get into what's popping, man. We got a lot to get to tonight. Somebody tell me what's popping. What's popping as custom? If you have just now came back to Not the Same podcast, you ain't been watching for a minute, we do this new thing, what we call the top 3 plays of the week. So without further ado, Rob, you ready to get into it?
Yeah, but just to get y'all, just
okay.
I know it's just top playoff plays. For all y'all ones to be like, that was more than 3. It's just top playoff plays that took place within this past week and last night. Okay?
Yes.
Let's get it.
Yes. Now, with that being said, if you still get offended, all right.
You be all right.
Here we go.
Turned off. Wagner. Crossover. Left wing. Drive to the hole.
Give me that.
Yeah. That was game saving right there.
Yes, sir.
With 3.2 to go.
Give me that, Wagner.
10 rebounds. He's got another double-double.
Now, you know my brother really loves sports because he did that on his own team.
Throws it down again with 2 hands. And the Celtics are furious.
Rob, a real sports fan. This was crazy. Cash. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
10 to shoot.
And this was that would make me go night-night.
Signature slam.
Yeah, this sent Phoenix home.
He said all them old one words home.
Yeah.
Go home. Get your hotel on. Go to Cancun or what Barkley say? Take your butt to Galveston with that dirty water.
Hey, bro, that was the funniest take ever, bro. That was super funny. Yeah, Galveston, bro. Galveston,
Lord have mercy.
That's crazy.
Hey, man, it was a lot of great plays in there, man. Maxie is a beast, man. Listen, V, you may not be watching, but salute to our sister V, man. Hey, the Knicks should have won that game, but Maxie is a beast, boy. Maxie is a problem, like my boy Just James just said.
Hey.
Maxie is a problem, man.
Hey.
I'm sorry.
We're going to get to it a little later, but Maxie,
we will.
Maxie, now you see, when you see stuff like this, you start saying they got rid of James Harden to keep him. Now you see why.
Yes, they did.
Because my man scored. It was 28 seconds left in that game. He scored a three-pointer off Robinson. 7 points, bro. 7 points in what, 20 seconds?
Yes.
Because that was a 4-point play and 1-3, and then he just took it down. Yeah, unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable.
All right, NBA, and I put these together, brother. So we go with the NBA first, then WNBA. And what you got for the NBA news?
Well, we'll get. You know what? We can go straight to the WNBA because we got NBA later on in the take. So just to give a heads up of what's going on with the WNBA, man. Listen, man. Candace Parker retires. I want to give shout outs to Candace Parker. I'm gonna give a run down her resume, man, because she did open up some doors. She played for Tennessee. She played for the late great Pat Summitt, down in Tennessee. Everybody knew who Candace was then. She came into the league. She was the Rookie of the Year. She was a 2-time MVP in the WNBA, 7-time All-Star. She ranked 9th in WNBA history in points, 3rd in rebounds, 2nd in career defensive rebounds, 7th in career assists, 5th in career blocks, 7th in career field goals, 4th in career triple-doubles, and she's a big. She is also the first woman to win 3 WNBA championships with 3 different teams. She did it with the Sparks. She did it with the Sky. And she did it with the Aces last year, even though she didn't really
that was participation joint.
But she still got 3 championships with 3 different squads. You know what I mean? She's a 2-time Olympic champion. She was the SEC player of the year, 2-time John Wooden player of the year, Naismith player of the year, and AP player of the year as well when she was in college. So shout out to Candace Parker and everything that she did for the WNBA, for college. Like, she is one of the staples of the WNBA. And 100%. I think she is a great analyst for the NBA. She does a great job in NBA analyst. So TNT. She retires and she's one of the GOATs. I got to give it to her because of the things she's accomplished. Moving on to this season, training camp for the WNBA opened up on the 28th of April. The preseason game starts on the 3rd. Regular season tips off on May 14th. This is what we have. New York Liberty at Washington Mystics. Big game. Indiana Fever, Connecticut Sun. We already know what that's about. That's your Caitlin Clark. Phoenix Mercury at the Las Vegas Aces, the reigning champs. They open up on opening night. Minnesota Lynx and Seattle Storm. Seattle picked up a lot of good free agents in free agency. So, listen, if you still sleeping on women's basketball, this is the season, if you're looking for that action, that you may want to tap in. There is a lot going on in the WNBA coming up, man. I'm telling y'all, if they do this right, they can finally catapult and get a little bit of that pay equity going on, because what they getting paid right now is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. There's a lot of people that work regular jobs that make more than women in the WNBA. Now,
I said witness.
Yeah. a lot of people that work normal jobs, put WNBA salaries to shame. Now, I know they don't play all year. I get it. They only play in the summer, and I get all that. But I think Caitlin Clark will probably change everything. And I know it shouldn't be only that one person, but her level of fame is so big, I think it would carry the whole league and raise the salaries for everybody, because her fame going to demand it. Just period. If you selling out every game you go to, then you can't get paid chump change. You making all the owners rich. They gonna mess around and have a lockout. And
NBA went through it, and WNBA can't afford that.
No, they can't afford it.
B+ said
What's
it.
up, B+?
Caitlin Kelsey and Boston gonna be tough for the Fever this year.
Facts.
Hey, facts on facts. Facts on facts. And y'all will see what I'm talking about. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah. All right. NBA.
NHL.
Okay. Down to NHL.
I told
you
you,
had some. You had some, but I mean, okay.
No,
go ahead,
I'm
brother.
just saying we keeping the NBA for our debate fuel, brother, because we're gonna talk about it. So we'll just keep it for debate fuel. Over in the NHL, in the East, both the Rangers and the Hurricanes made it to the second round. They'll face each other in the second round. And when I'm talking about Rangers, New York Rangers, and we're talking about the Hurricanes, okay? Oh, Florida Panthers advanced to the second round. They're waiting on the winners of the Boston Bruins versus the Toronto. The Toronto series, the Maple Leafs. Bruins are up 3-2 in that one. Over in the West, Colorado is the only team out West that has made to the second round. They waiting on the winners of the Dallas Stars and the Knights in Las Vegas, defending champions Las Vegas Knights. Yes. It's funny because both the Stars and the Mavericks share the same building, and the Mavericks are out in LA tonight, and the Stars are back home in Dallas, so it just kind of worked out that way. But that series tied 2-2. The same way the Mavs and Clippers are tied 2-2, so that's interesting. Vancouver and Nashville has Vancouver up 3-2, and Edmonton leads the Los Angeles Kings 3-1. That's over in the West. That's your NHL playoffs. So if you don't watch the NHL, I'm telling you right now, if you have an NHL team in your city, you have to go to at least one game. You will respect the athleticism of a hockey player. Now bundle up. You know what I mean? Don't go in there trying to be cute one word. I'm telling you right now, you don't want them problems unless you just like the winner. I walked out with 2 ear infections. I ain't gonna even lie to you because I didn't have a Scully on the peanut. I didn't know no better, brother. It was cold in that mug. Went to a Blues game and had the Blues. Never been back. But you gotta. It's an experience you gotta have, bro. NHL playoffs is something different.
All right, NFL news. I know you ain't had nothing, but I say this: the draft last week, Caleb Williams went number 1. There you go. D is happy. I'm sure D is happy, and you should be happy, sis. You should be.
And that NFL draft, and y'all can chime in this in the comments. Yeah. What the heck Atlanta must know something that we don't know. Atlanta must know something because for them to draft a quarterback the way they did, it left everybody dumbfounded. And they set up there and they picked my boy. That means there is something wrong. Something we don't know, something the doctors know, and they just spent $100 million for no reason, but they got them a backup. The other thing is that Vikings trade took place, and the Vikings getting ready to be nice. You talked about it. They traded up. They got their QB and perfect conditions. We talked about it last week.
That's right.
He got the perfect conditions. He got a whole squad around him. There's some good. He got a running back. He got a line. He got some receivers. Perfect conditions. The other person that had the other team, I think, had a very good draft. The Green Bay Packers.
Yes. Yeah.
The Packers are about to be nice, so y'all gonna love it. Pun intended. Go ahead.
You know what's crazy about the Packers, man? They do not miss on quarterbacks, dog. They got it right 3 times in a row.
3 times in a row.
That's nuts, dog.
After Favre,
they had 2 Hall of Famers back to back, and
back to back.
Hey,
old boy may
be
have
one.
another one.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. But because I know our sis D is a big Chicago Bears fan, man. Hey, for you, sis, for once, I think y'all got it right. It seems like y'all got it right this time, man. I think Caleb Williams is going to be nice, man. I think they got some good people around him. And I think y'all going to have a good team. So big salute, man. Big salute for our sis D. And for once, I think y'all actually had a quarterback. It's been a long time. Long time.
No, man. Justin, don't do Fields like that, bruh.
Fields is backing up Russell Wilson.
I get that, but, man, he can't help what the GM and the coaches was doing.
No, I'm not saying it's only on the quarterback. No, that whole situation has been unstable. I think D would agree with that. It ain't just been the quarterback that's been bad. Justin Fields had 3 coaches, I believe, right? The whole thing is unstable. I think they at a point where they'll get a little stable now. Let's see. If they say stable, I think they'll be all right, man, because they don't have just that quarterback. They got some other stuff. Just James say the Steelers had the best draft. I'm sure you said.
I tell you what, y'all picked up 2 good quarterbacks in free agency.
D said in a long time. That's right. All right, man. Let's get into our soapbox.
Soapbox.
All right. This is our soapbox segment when me and Rob go back and forth for 2 minutes for whatever's on our mind or sports subjects. When we get started, we got a timer that look like that right there. And when it's over, you have a buzzer that sounds like this. As tradition, I always let my brother Rob go first. My brother, is you ready?
I think I am, man.
Let's get it.
Let me ask you NBA fans a question, because me and C are both NBA fans. Are we really impressed with the play-in tournament at this point? I mean, with the mid-season tourney, maybe the play-in should just go away. I'm just saying, because it's just another way to get revenue, man. It's all about, more money, and living color. You know what I'm saying to my living color boys. But did it really help the playoffs? Because my case in point, in both conferences, the number 8 seed from the regular season is in the playoffs. The Pelicans and the Heat, they were number 8. Did you really need the Bulls and the Hawks playing it for a play-in? Did you really need the Warriors and the Sacramento Kings? I'm sorry, Just James, but I'm just telling the truth. Because the bottom line is the play-in tournament, the only thing it really does is put butts in the seats sometimes. Because if you looked at the Atlanta and the Chicago Bulls games, them one-word fans didn't think they was going to really get nowhere. It didn't matter. Trae Young was hurt, and the Bulls was just some bull. You know what I'm saying? The whole season.
What? Carry on, my bad, bro.
You threw me off with the laugh, but I'm just saying, the only thing the play-in tournament is doing at this point in time, is putting more miles on those teams that got to play that extra game, and it's a bigger risk for injury. My case in point on that, Zion Williamson. They got swept. Why? Because them one-words had to play in a play-in tournament. Had they had the number 8 seed, they could have just went straight on to Denver. And we wouldn't have had a Lakers versus Denver in the first freaking round because you're trying to get this. Now we got Denver and Timberwolves in the second round. Nobody wanted to see that. You know what I mean? We wanted to see the Timberwolves in Denver in the Western Conference Finals. My point is this. The risk of injury, like I said, is already greater. With this in-season tourney and we doing that, why do we have a play-in? The stats don't matter. I can have a 65, 100-point night. It ain't even going into the record books.
Don't even count.
So at this point, for the sake of injury and for the sake of the game, get rid of the play-in tournament. It's no purpose for it. You got the end season. That's my soapbox.
All right. I kind of agree with you, but I'm going to go on for my soapbox. Here's my soapbox for today, man. I'm at a very, very, very happy point with the NBA. And I know overall, Adam Silver is probably not happy. Overall, the big media, people who love large markets, is probably not very, very happy. People have this thought process that the NBA must have LeBron James in the playoffs, or Steph Curry in the playoffs, or Kevin Durant in the playoffs are not going to be happy. But you know who's very, very happy? Actual basketball fans. And you know why? Because we've been watching this league get dragged down. The numbers have been down this year. You know why? Because I think fans are getting tired of the Lakers pushed all in our face all the time. Steph pushed all in our face. Now, Steph is awesome. He's great. But Draymond Green, he ain't as good as he used to be. He always swinging and fighting somebody. Klay Thompson, he washed. LeBron, listen, he is great. He's athletic. He's one of the best players. I think he could still average 25 for like 4 more years. But you know what I think he ain't going to get in 4 more years? A ring. A chip. Listen, this is the most healthy he has been and AD has been in years. And you know what they were? Basically in the play-in. They've been in the play-in for the last 3 years. You know who else was in the play-in last year? Also, Phoenix, they weren't playing last year. But we'll just say, also, Golden State. Both of these folks was like lowly rated. We don't want to admit this, or the national media don't want to admit this, but these guys are getting old. And you know what we have now? New stars. Embrace it, NBA fans. Ant, he's here to stay. Shai Gilgeous, here to stay. Little Maxey, here to stay. Brunson, here to stay. Jokic, here to stay. There's a whole new crop of stars. NBA, how about you do something? Market everybody. Get over marketing just LA. Get over just marketing these 2 players and market all these good players. Because I'm going to say this and I'll wrap it up. I don't like Oklahoma City overall. I like Shai Gilgeous, but what I love that they did, when they had that walk-off interview, and the national media was trying to interview them, they walked off and went to their local media because they said, hey, y'all ain't been playing us all year. Why we going to do this now? What I give y'all for this? Big. And that is my soapbox. Small markets matter, dog.
Yo.
Go ahead, bro.
No, salute to Oklahoma because they made
Big
ESPN
salute.
wait.
They made them wait.
Bro, that
made them
amped
wait,
me up
as
so
they
much.
should.
They made ESPN wait and went to their locals, bro.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
shout
big
out
salute
to
to them.
Oklahoma, bro.
Big salute. All right, man.
One
Debate
word
Fuse
move.
said. Yeah. Put some respect on their name. Put some respect on their name. You know what I'm saying? All right, this is our Debate Fuse segment where me and Rob go back and forth over particular subjects like you may have just saw right there before I erased it. We have 5 minutes where the timer look like that, and when it's over, we have a buzzer that sounds a little bit like this right here. First subject for tonight. NBA playoff thoughts so far. NBA playoff thoughts so far. All right, let's get it started, man. What's your thoughts so far, bro?
So far, I've been on point. I kept my notes from last week. Hey, look, I'm telling you, that Cavs.
I'm right.
Series,
that's what so far.
Right.
I'm right.
So far, I'm right. Except for the Lakers getting swept. But the Cavs, we're gonna start with Cavs and Magic. I said my opinion with them was that young team was gonna go home and they were gonna win day 2, and that's exactly what Orlando did. And we saw the block on the top plays in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Mobley don't block that. The Orlando Magic may have stole one in Cleveland. So that's my thoughts for we can do series by series so we can break it down. But that Cavs and Magic, I knew Magic was going back. I said when they get back home, they were gonna win.
All right. My thoughts on the Cavs and Magic, since you brought up, we just do series to series like you were saying. Cavs and Magic, give me a Sir the Sleeper. That's what I think about that series. Can I go to sleep?
Doubt.
That John is so boring. That is the most. That is the most true TV NBA TV series that's on. Them boys ain't been on main ESPN or main TNT not one time. It's so boring. But hey, I think Cleveland would eventually win because I think they not playing as hard as they should, and I think they just got a better team. But salute to the Magic. Next series, let's go. Let's go to the big one everybody want to talk about. Lakers and what we thought about the Lakers and Denver. Denver putting them on out.
Yeah, it was a gentleman's sweep. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, I really do. If you look at the calls in Game 4, it was a gentleman's sweep. More free throws for the Lakers. And LeBron, let me tell y'all this for the Lakers fans that think me and see some Laker haters, because we're not. We're not LeBron haters. For all the people want to boycott. LeBron's the GOAT. Okay, be quiet. Bye.
Yeah,
whatever.
Up, please.
You dig? What I'm saying about that is the calls went because they were hoping for more because they needed to milk this series because it never should have been the series.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? This shouldn't have been the first round series, but it is what it is per the playing and per my soapbox. It was a gentleman's sweep. And the Lakers are in trouble. They're going to have to figure something out.
What I say about this series, I think Denver is more gettable this year, although they beat the Lakers. I don't think they played well, really, in no game. Like, Lakers was in every game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, the Lakers lost because I think at the end, Denver got serious, and then you got a Jamal Murray. You got playoff Murray, and he won 2 games. He had 2-game winners, basically. Two of them games. But like you say, as for the Lakers, we'll talk about this a little bit later, but as for the Lakers, I just think enjoy Galveston. Next series, Minnesota and Phoenix. What you think, bro? What's up, Reverend?
Hey, Rev, what's good? Hey, this is what I'm going to say about that series. Phoenix, your GM should be fired. Because y'all don't have a first-round pick until like 2030.
Yes.
Y'all, unless you get some trades going on and KD, I'm going to take – I know Just James saying LeBron is a crybaby, but I need KD to turn into a crybaby to say he won out. Because Phoenix – y'all try to run this back, y'all gonna run right back to the bench. I'm sorry, I don't. It's just what it is, man.
Yeah. What I say about this series, it proves number one, Ant is on the rise. He's one of the next faces of the league. He is a problem, and he didn't just beat them. He decidedly beat them. He sent them home. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just they team won. No, he sent them home. He sent them home. You know what I'm saying? That dunk was like, nah, take y'all little crybaby butt to the house. But as for Phoenix, man, the problem with Phoenix was like dumb GMing, right? Yeah. And I think it may not be just totally because the GM, James Jones, that used to play with LeBron back in the day for Cleveland, I don't think he's a bad GM. I think that owner overrid him because he's like a new rich guy that wanted this superstar team, and they say the coach wanted to get a point guard, the GM wanted to get a point guard, and the owner overrid both of them. So he was being stupid. Because they never should have got Bradley Beal. Look, I'm glad he from STL. That was a dumb move, right? Why don't you have a point guard? You have 3 scorers who are guards. KD is a big forward, but he's basically a guard. He is not a distributor. None of those guys are distributors, and it played out, and they took an L. Look at the Minnesota Timberwolves. They got Mike Conley. Mike Conley was the star of my Grizzlies like 8 years ago. But he's still a smart enough point guard, a floor general, and he don't have to have the ball. He distribute the ball and knock down open threes. And Cleveland, and Phoenix is in trouble. Like there's no easy way out. They have no picks, like you said. That Bradley Beal has a no trade clause. You know what I'm saying? And listen, KD can whine and say, "Man, I want to get up out of here" and all that, dog. But they were good before they made them trades. Remember, they had Aiden, and everybody was talking about Aiden. They went to the finals. That team was good.
They
just messed up. Go ahead, bro.
This is what I'm gonna say about their owner. Fan dumb. Not dumb.
Exactly. Dumb. D-U-M-B. Yes.
Dumb. Because
shout out to our boy Steve T. Wiz dumb.
Steve T. Wiz dumb. Shout out to Steve T on that one. This is what I'll say. This is what I'll say about Phoenix, and we can go to the next series, bro.
Okay.
My issue with Phoenix is this. You had the perfect everything. Then you got rid of your coach because Aiden didn't like your coach. He had no problem with the squad. He didn't like the coach. You shipped him to Portland.
Yep.
Fan dumb.
And very emphasis on the dumb. All right, next series, Boston and your Heat.
I was right again. This is what I said. Now listen. This is what I said. I do not see this team. I don't trust Boston with a lead. I don't see this team sweeping my team. I see it going 5 to 6 games. Guess what's tonight? Game 5.
Yep.
That's all I could ask for.
Yep.
I wasn't delirious saying we gonna win the series. I wasn't, and I'm gonna let y'all know something. Porzingis is out tonight.
Yes.
I actually got my Heat winning. So we in Boston tonight. I got us going back to Miami. And then we'll probably lose in Miami, but I got us winning tonight.
So Porzingis is not just out tonight; he's out for a while. And without Porzingis, I don't think they'll get to win a championship. Now they may still get to the finals because the East ain't overly great, but I'm not sure about them, man. Like your Heat team shouldn't have won one game. Now look, Spoelstra is a wizard as a coach. He's a great coach, and they got very, very hard to hit a bunch of threes, and that can happen. They shouldn't have won one game. You know what I'm saying? Period. So, Boston, I still think they're going to win the series.
They'll win the series.
But I'm not sure about the future, man, with Porzingis going out. Porzingis was the matchup nightmare for them, and also he was good on defensive end, blocking shots and stuff. So
Bam about to have a field day.
Tonight,
because Bam has been balling. You dig what I'm saying? He's been balling the entire series.
Yes.
You're not going to get White. I don't know where Walnut Head White came from, but that boy was dunking. Y'all saw it on the highlights. That boy was hitting
It's better that he cut his hair though, because we remember last year.
You ain't lying. That boy had a 6.5 head. Not no 4. That boy had a 6.5. He was beating LeBron out. You did. Go ahead. Next series.
All right, we'll go. What's the next? Oh, the good one. New York and 76ers. Thoughts, bro? We went a little long with this, but it's okay. It's our show. Go ahead,
it's our show. We can do what we want to do. My thoughts on this, I said that this game was going to go, this series is going to go, I think I said 6 or 7 games. Yes. I did say that. Last night, I'm not going to say New York blew it. 76ers took it, like flat out.
Took son.
They took
Gone
it.
style, mask and all.
Hey, Maxey took it. And
yes,
B for the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, they at the end of that game, they could have shrunk and tucked their tail. They took it. Yeah, man.
What I say this, man, like I think New York is a better team right now because Embiid is not 100%. And listen, salute to Embiid for fighting through with Bell's palsy and headaches and migraines and whatever, all the stuff he going through. And, his knee is clearly inhibiting him a little bit. But I think New York is a little bit better, man. But I don't think I'm not sure if they know how to win big like this yet, right? One thing I hate about their offense is too centered on Brunson. Like Brunson, you're great, you're awesome, you have good teammates too. You know what I'm saying?
I noticed that last
Look at the
night.
end of that game, man. He's just chucking shots over and over again. I mean, just chucking shots. Maxey, and I say this before we move on to the next one.
No, we're gonna stay here for a minute. Okay, I got something with it.
Like we found out about Ant-Man for the
T-Wolves.
Timberwolves.
Yeah.
That what's my big name for
Cat.
them? Cat is not the leader of that team. This is the same for them. This is no Maxey is the future. Period. Because that was hard, dog. That was hard. That showed me something different, man. He built different. And he's at the beginning of his career. What, he's like 24 years old? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he finna be good for a while. Embiid, man, like, you can't ride his shoulders no more, man, for a whole – he can't last a season no more. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Go ahead, bro.
No. Back to – because this series is very intriguing. I see people talking about they wouldn't be surprised if it goes 7 games. I still have the Knicks winning. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
First, it was Hart carrying the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was Brunson.
Mm-hmm.
I am waiting for the Knicks to start clicking as a team together. Because remember, a couple of weeks ago, we had, I think last week, we had some highlights with the offensive rebound and back out the Dividendo. Nobody was hitting shots last night. Brunson had to step up the last couple of games because everybody's been off. With Maxey, this is what I saw from him as a basketball player. Yeah. Maxey, a drive in, no look pass to the hole. On point, precision, court vision. My man has a total package. It's not just his speed. I forgot who was commentating. I think Richard Jefferson. He said he's quick and he has speed. It's 2 different things. You dig what I mean? He was talking basketball talk.
Yes, sir.
And Maxey has that. If 76ers pull it off and beat the Knicks, I will not be mad. Because as of right now, the East is wide open with Porzingis being look. Tatum, until he step up, I don't trust it. Same way we talked about Harden. I don't trust it. You know what I mean? Him and Brown ain't showed me nothing, and I don't trust that coach. And now you lost Porzingis. We can go to the next series.
All right, man, next series. Let's go with the Bucks and the Pacers. What you think, bro?
What the heck happened last night with the Pacers? There is no way in Hades you let the freaking Bucks beat you without Giannis or Lillard.
Yeah.
I don't, and I'm gonna tell you something. Your boy, Middleton. He's playing the way that we talked about. Without a Middleton, they don't have a championship.
He still got it.
He got injured. Now he getting better.
Think about it. When they won that chip, who was the closer? It was not Giannis. It was Middleton. Yeah, it was Middleton. He's the more dynamic scorer. Listen, all the players, they kind of roll their eyes at Giannis. But they be like, nah, Middleton, that dude. That dude. He the hooper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he that guy.
As for Indiana, man, they young. That's what I look at it. They're young. Halliburton, all this is their first time. I think with the injuries, they should be able to beat the Bucks. But if Dame them come back, it's going to be a wrap. The Bucks, those are vets. You know what I'm saying? Halliburton, only a few years in the league. The rest of them guys, them young dudes, man. This ain't like proven vets. Like
it's
Bucks
not. They
got a great coach though. I like Carlisle.
They young vets. You know what I'm saying? Young vets. But I said last week I had Indiana in 7. Even if Giannis came back, I still had Indiana in 7. So I'm not shocked they lost last night because I had Indiana beating them in 7 games in the first place.
All right, last one. Let's go to OKC and the Pelicans. Now Pelicans got sent home.
We still got Clips and Mavs, bro.
Okay, that one too. Okay, but OKC and the Pelicans. Pelicans got sent home. Your thoughts of the series?
Oklahoma is going to be better than what people think, and the reason I'm telling you this, their road to the finals is going to go through the winners of the Mavs and Clippers.
Clippers, right?
And they're beating each other up right now. You dig what I'm saying? The only way I can see if the Clippers make it, Russ gonna punk them boys. If anybody gets up, look, we old school. If the Clippers make it, he gonna bully ball the mess.
Yes, they are.
He gonna bully ball the mess out of them young boys down at OKC. He gonna be calling them. Y'all remember what Jimmy Butler did to the T-Wolves in practice? That's gonna be them on that court in real life.
Yeah, my thoughts. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Yeah, my thoughts is big salute to them. I'm glad they won their series. I think they deserve to win that series. Going forward, I don't think they're going to win another series. Not that they're not good enough, but the next series will be a real test. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you playing an injured Pelicans team, and you blew out, you blow them out like one game, 1 or 2 games, right? You struggled a couple of them games. You know what I'm saying? But hey, they got a bright future. They're very, very good. Jalen Williams is a problem for that team. Jalen Williams is a beast. Now, I love SGA, but boy, man, Jalen Williams, that boy, nice. And the last one, man, Clippers versus the Mavs. Thoughts, bro?
I said that this was going to be a 7-game series, and I had Dallas beating the Clippers because I said until James Harden show me he can show up, which he did this last game. James Harden carried them, and I also said the P for playoff P was pitiful because that's how he was playing. But they both showed up. They both showed up in Game 4. You know what I mean? Behind the
game winning 3 was nasty.
Yeah, behind it was crazy how they played. And Harden, man, was just like old school Houston Harden, bro. But that's one game. And I don't see Luka and Kyrie because, man, this is an excellent series. This series is better than what people giving it credit for because it's a chess match. And Kawhi Leonard, he out.
Wow, bro. Wow. This man didn't do nothing to you, man. All right. Yeah, my thoughts on this series, man. Dyson, what's up, boy? My thoughts on this series, man. I think that if Kawhi do not come back, Clips got a good chance. I think they lost the 2 games they lost because Kawhi tried to play.
He was in the way. Yeah,
and they messed him up.
That.
And they deferred to him. You know what I'm saying? Now, hopefully Jason Kidd is smart enough to know maybe we need to play a different type of defense for Harden and stop doing this drop. Harden was hitting all these floaters over and over, and you had these big men in their stupid drop position. I hate the defense for big man. Hey, man, get a smaller big man in there that can play defense, can step up to stop that because they could have. Matter of fact, I think they should have won that game. They had all the momentum, and they messed it up.
They did.
And that's it. But, hey, they may make some alterations or whatever adjustments. So, we'll see.
The last thing I'll say about that last game between them, and then we can move on, bro. Harden wasn't missing the floaters. No. And it's a couple of times when Kyrie came down, he hit the first 2 and matched them, but then he got
done. Was nasty.
Yeah, oh, my goodness, he had 3 people on him, and that boy just, the hang time was crazy. But it ended up in an L. So we'll see what pops off tonight.
All right, next subject. What's next for LeBron James? He just got swept. He got sent out. The Lakers are gone. What's next? What you think, bro?
This is going to be a tricky one because this is to break down LeBron's contract, right? LeBron can exercise his option, and if he opt in, he's guaranteeing himself $51 million. But what's $51 million to a billionaire? You dig what I'm saying? And he'll get $51 million for, I think it's $51.4 million next season. Yeah, $51.4 million next season. And he can become eligible for an extension August 18th, and he can sign a 2-year deal that can go up to $164 million. The entire team, in my opinion, this is what we have, and then I'll let you go. The entire team is at least signed through 2025. Could this be his best bet? And then I'll tell you the teams that he could possibly go to.
I think he's not leaving L.A., whether he will want to or not. I think he is happy there. I think his family is there. His kids is there. And he's into this movie stuff. He's really into this movie stuff. And I think LeBron, what he is setting up, he going to opt in. I think he going to get that bread. And then he's saving money because he's going to be trying to own that Vegas team when they come into fruition. He going to be the owner. That's what I think. That's my tinfoil hat for my brother Rob, conspiracy theory.
Yeah, because I keep one on. Keep one on.
He keeping that's what he's doing right now. The championships are gone. Where he's going to go? The only way he's getting a chip if he go get one of these young stars. The old heads getting together, so what?
Yeah, they tried that in L.A.
So
before,
what?
didn't they?
Let them go to Golden State. You think they're going to win the chip? It sounds good because we think about what they were 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? This is not 10 years ago. Now, LeBron, of all the stars that's left, is the most healthy looking. And then next is Steph. Those two are still seemingly still in their prime or at the back end of their primes. All the rest of these stars, man, they donezo, dog. So he can go to one of them young teams, then he'd be all right, but I don't think he's leaving. I think he's going to stay right there. He's going to get his bread, and he's going to love the Lakers' life. He's going to ride off through the sunset. He's going to make them draft his son, who ain't even good enough to start on USC, but he's going to get drafted to the NBA because he's LeBron and he loves doing his little power moves. That's my thoughts. Go ahead, bro.
So here's the next possible team, and Tony, you must be in my nose, bro, because here's the next possible teams. Of course, you got Lakers at number 1, the Knicks, Cavs, Heat, and Warriors. Those are the teams that the sports betting systems are saying, and I'll name the teams again. Lakers are number 1, of course, because that's where the bread at. We're talking about 164 million. When you about money, 164 million, 164 million. I don't care how you slice it, dice it, or look at it. I don't care if you are a billionaire. It's still 164 million.
Yeah.
Then there's the Knicks. That's another big market team. You know, they got a young Brunson. They have a my man's just hurt right now. I can't even think of his name. You know what I mean? The
He
boy
ain't
that
gonna be
look,
there with LeBron there. I know you're talking about. Though. He'll go back to LA.
He'll be out. But then you got Cavs. He's not going back to Cleveland.
No.
He's not going to go back to the Heat to play with Jimmy Butler and them.
No.
Butler and LeBron, I don't even think like each other. But one intriguing thought is Steph and LeBron playing together. It sounds good, like C said, because 10 years ago, this was a match made in heaven. We would all love to see it.
Yes.
Is it the same at right now? So those are your odds of where they could possibly go. Yes, Julius Randle. Thank you,
Tony.
sir.
Yeah.
Julius Randle, my man that looked like he is in every old school black movie that you can think of by his hairstyle. That's all I'm saying.
I don't understand why they want to put stars at the Knicks. The Knicks are good now. I don't think that LeBron James helped the Knicks, my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because
and I think it hurts his
Bronson
legs.
is an ISO scorer, right? And when he was with the Mavs, coming off the bench for Luka, he played very, very good. But was he known for his passing? Really? You know what I'm saying? No. He's known for his getting buckets. He was getting buckets at the Mavs when he came off the bench for what's the name? And right now what he's doing for the Knicks is getting buckets and then everybody creating off of him. That is what they have right now. If I was the Knicks, I'd just get more shooters. Put shooters around him because he's basically playing the LeBron role as a small point guard because LeBron basically plays like a point forward and he dribbles the ball, controls the tempo, makes his move, and then he dishes off there. He's a much better passer than Brunson. But, you know, I just don't think it would. I just don't think it's gonna work, man. Like, dog, hey man, bow gracefully. Do your Vince Carter. Now I know they pride too big, but they ain't gonna never do that. But man, do the Vince Carter, man. Go help a young team. That's what I would say. Come out the bench and help a young team. But you know that ain't gonna happen.
I like some of the comments that's going on right now. Steph and LeBron won't work. I agree with that. But this one right here, LeBron and Steph would be the Rockets, Pippen and Barkley. Just did not work. And that is a perfect example. The voice. I like that. I like that because I'm a Pippen fan, my all-time favorite player. So I understand where you're coming from, how that just didn't work.
Dyson says, haven't been nowhere. I think he's talking about the Knicks right now. Haven't been nowhere in 25 years. Braun could be the only player to win 4 chips with 4 teams and be a finals MVP. Yes, but I mean, he could.
You know what Brunson reminds me of? And I'm not talking about the flashiness. Just hear me out. Brunson is a bigger Allen Iverson and a better passer than AI was. Same way. I watch his game. AI was the scorer. Even though AI was the point guard, he was the scorer. It's only Brunson's a better passer than AI was. You dig what I'm saying? And Brunson breaking records. Let's not get it got swept. I don't. Y'all can't convince me otherwise because Randle is not a bum. So let's not squat on my man Julius Randle because he was putting up numbers before he went down.
All right, next subject. What coach could be fired for their playoff loss? What coach could be fired for their recent playoff loss, Mr. Davis?
Right
or
now,
should be fired. I'm sorry, should be fired.
Yeah. Well, no, it could be. I don't want to say shit because I don't want to see nobody. I want to see nobody lose their gig, bro.
Okay.
But
I ain't
yeah. No, you ain't got to change it. I get it. Dang, I have. Go ahead, bro. Yeah, go ahead. I'm looking because my stuff didn't come out.
I would say Vogel.
Yes.
My man for the Lakers, I can't remember his name right now, but
Ham.
Yep. And actually, Ham, I don't even think it's all his fault, but still, you finna get fired. And them two, mainly, in my opinion. I don't think the Pelicans coach should be fired. That superstar was hurt. I mean, so Darvin Ham, good is gone. Like Just James said, no, he's already gone. He made an interview where he kind of secretly made a little jab at the point guard. Say, you know, your point guard, he said your player was bad for like a whole month. When you start making interviews like that publicly, coaches don't do that. He know he about gone. You know what I'm saying? In the way the Lakers go, somebody got to take the blame. They don't get rid of the players, they don't get rid of the coach. I don't think Darvin Ham was a bad coach. I don't think he's great. I don't think there's many great coaches. I think there's bad coaches, mid-tier, which is most of the coaches in the NBA, and they're only good whether their players are good or not. And then you got some great coaches, like Spoelstra, great. Pop, great. He ain't seen great lately, but we know he's a great coach. All the rest of them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's my thought.
Top of my list is definitely Frank Vogel. You don't have a KD and a Devin Booker on your squad, and you can't win. We got rid of our last coach, thinking we bringing you in because you was around LeBron. You can bring some of that championship or that wisdom that because you played with, you coached him to our squad, and we got a first round sweep. Sweep. You dig what I'm saying?
Yes,
and the Lakers got swept. I keep telling y'all that's a gentleman's sweep. But the other thing I want you to kind of look at, Ty Lue. I know everybody love him. I know everybody love him. But in my opinion, I just think Ty Lue has too much talent on his squad for them to be struggling with the Mavs. Who do the Mavs have? Are we really looking at this? Luka is great. Kyrie is great. But the look at the whole squad as a whole. And don't give me that stuff because you see people with the Mavs, they stepping up and they doing their thing. Name me 5 Mavs players right off the top of your head. And then name me 5 Clippers players. You can do the Clippers way quicker than you can do the Mavs. And with a James Harden, with a Russell Westbrook, Kawhi Leonard, you know what I mean? Zubac, with Powell. I just named you 5 without even saying Paul George. You know what I mean? This is right off the dome, and that ain't my squad. I'm a Heat fan. You dig what I'm saying? So with the Mavs, it's like, okay, they traded that one where he ain't there no more. So my point is, are we looking at Ty Lue sideways? Or better yet, are we looking at Doc Rivers sideways? Because should he be fired if they get put out by the Pacers? They won last night. But was that Doc Rivers coaching or was that Middleton and the rest of and Pat Bev Hart? That's what I saw. It wasn't coaching. It was Hart.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Yeah, it won't be Doc because these 2 star players been hurt. Although I agree with you. I don't think Doc is a great coach. I don't think he should have been hired. But he going to have a built-in excuse. Them 2 star players was hurt. And you're not going to get fired for that. Vogel, in my opinion, is number 1 as well.
Oh, he's number 1 on the chopping block.
Because of this here. You say the owner wouldn't let you get a point guard. You play a point guard. You the coach.
He had one on the bench.
That's right. And you didn't play him. Skip what the owner say. You the coach. All right, man, you fire me, you fire me. You feel me? You trying to win. Because if you lose, you get fired. So you can have the owner mad at you, but be winning, or have the owner cool with you and lose and still get fired. So I would have just played the point guard. You're a coach. You know how basketball works. This has always happened. You know what I'm saying? He did some other dumb stuff, but mainly too much talent to lose like that. Too much talent like that. You should have came up with a scheme, and you should have been better. But, you know what I'm saying? It's never Doc Rivers coaching that gets the teams win. I agree with that. I agree with that. I don't think he's great. I think he's deep, but I think he's a mid-tier coach. Like I said earlier, you got great coaches, you got totally bad coaches, and then you got mid-tier. Doc is mid.
Yeah,
great.
Mid.
Spoelstra and Pop right now. Those are 2 great coaches in the league to me. I don't know who else is great. I don't call Steve Kerr great. He had great talent. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's great. So Spoelstra is a genius.
I think I'll tell you what I'll give, since you brought up Kerr, because people rag Kerr. I give Kerr mid. And I'm gonna tell you,
I ain't gonna say he bad. He just mid.
He's not a bad coach. And people try to tell he's a guy. You're not a bad coach, and you was under Phil Jackson and Popovich. You're not a bad coach. He has championships. I don't care if you got the talent. We've seen people with talent, i.e. Doc Rivers, who had talent and only won because he had 3 Hall of Famers and Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, and Kevin Garnett. That's who won that championship. And Beast-ified point guard and Rondo.
He was basically
you know what I'm saying? So
right.
That's a little different.
Yeah.
So
all right,
Frank Vogel.
I agree. All right, last subject for tonight. Which potential young star will be the new face of the NBA? Which potential young star will be the new face of the NBA? Mr. Davis.
Unfortunately, because the media is going to do this because he's too black. He's too much of a one word, although he speaks well. That's what the media will say. he speaks well. And I'm talking about Anthony Edwards. Should be. It's going to be Wembyana. It's gonna that's what it shouldn't be. No. If we're looking at the playoffs, though, Anthony Edwards, Maxey, you dig what I'm saying? Shea, SGA, Shea Gillius Alexander, however you say SGA, God dog it.
That one word.
That one word from Canada. Hey,
let me catch you before you say it. It was almost coming out.
But Ant-Man and SGA is the future of your league. And if the NBA want to market this smart because they're in the West, you make that your new rival. They play 4 times a year. You make that your new rival because both of them boys can hoop out.
I'm going to say Ant-Man. As a fan of Ja Morant, I love him. He had too many troubles and he get hurt too much. Still a chance, but Ant-Man. Ant-Man is doing it in the playoffs. Ant-Man finna go to the Olympics. He got the whole marketing budget right now. Now, the only thing I think that's not great in his favor, he's an Adidas guy. And we know Nike rules a whole lot of stuff. But he's a great player. He's a good leader. You saw that post-game interview with him and Cat? And he told Cat, stop effing fouling. Told him straight up in front of everybody, no, you fouled too much. Stop fouling. We'll win. You the best offensive player we get. Told him straight up. This dude 22 years old. Talking to a grown man. You know what I'm saying? Respect, because he is a hooper. He's a dog, and he's a both-side player, two-sided player. He don't just play offense. He's a defensive player. So I think it's going to be him. It could be SGA, but I'm going to tell you why it won't be SGA. He's not American. That's why. That's why I say it won't be just it. That's why it won't be SGA. That's why it will never be Jokic. Although Jokic he's getting the popularity right now. He's not American. They want American players. All these people have been faces of the league. When has there ever been a foreign face of the league? Never.
I don't know, man. I don't know because they push it. I hear what you're saying, but they push Wemby to the fullest, bro. And that is the most talented loser that I've ever seen. Yeah, and I've been saying this all season long. Wemby is the most talented loser you will ever see. You dig what I'm saying?
Of course.
He's great.
Of course.
What did it equate to?
It's
absolutely nothing.
It'll be to a degree. And the reason I say that, now, the only thing I think will hold back Ant-Man is a real one word.
Oh, for sure.
And we'll say it in an interview. He's 1,000% a one word. And let me tell you, the NBA don't really want that leading their friend. You know who they really, really want? And I'm gonna say this since we got a few minutes. I'm gonna call him some media plant players. One of them, Halliburton. Now Halliburton good, right? He's pretty good. He ain't that good. But he all right. He pretty good. He nice. He sure been pushed this year. Y'all ain't notice that? Think about the play-in tournament. Oh, Halliburton. I mean, not the play-in, the mid-season tournament, whatever they call it. Oh, man. Interviewing his daddy, everything. He's getting a big star treatment. Ain't won nothing yet. Listen, it should be Ant. And it's gonna be a risk because Ant don't always say everything right. You know what I'm saying? Ant ain't fully media trained. You know what I'm saying? Halliburton talk right, media trained. A little light-skinned. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. The one dark superstar that they let run the league was MJ first, and MJ was a one word. But social media wasn't what it was back in the day. So you can get away with it. Right? And they let LeBron. Now LeBron is one too, but he know how to talk. You know what I'm saying? LeBron played the rules, and he probably paid people to keep his name out of business. He rich, he can pay people to shut up. You know,
I'm rich.
I'm not accusing the brother, but money makes stuff disappear. That's all I'm gonna say. So I think it should be Ant-Man, and I love that. Let me tell you why I love that. Before we wrap up this show, he's not in New York. He's not in LA. He's not in Chicago. He's not in Golden State. He's not even in Houston. He's in Minnesota. A small market. And they always told us in the NBA, for you to be the face of the league, you gotta get to New York. You know, you can hear Stephen A. And you know, he say that like it's so true, not admitting that he's just an overwhelmingly New York Knicks fan. Talking like it's like talking like you gotta be in New York. No, you're a fan. You feel what I'm saying? And people listen to him and always disregard the fact that he's just a big New York Knicks fan, sitting front row. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Listen, NBA, I said this in my soapbox. Those times where you got to be in a big market, that's gone, dog. You ain't got to be in no big market. You know why? Because social media exists.
Social media exists,
Kids
brother.
do not care nothing about your market. Ant-Man wears Adidas. Adidas ain't a popular shoe. You know people starting to wear them shoes? I thought they was ugly. They joints starting to look good to me now. Them low-top joints, I said, man, I seen them in real life. I said, them things ain't too ugly.
Ain't too bad.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't too bad.
Because the media markets don't matter no more. Everything on social media, everything is online. So I love the fact that it's Ant-Man. And look, this man is 22 years old. I guarantee they're going to win at least 2 games in this next series. Or even win it. At 22. He ain't going to do them to get better. So if they let this one word be the leader, he will be the face of the league. If not, they're going to put somebody. They're going to put somebody else, more clean cut. You know.
I don't know, because they pushed Butler. Have you noticed that? They pushed Butler, and he a one word. And he ain't fair skinned.
Yeah, but he don't want to be the face of the league. He don't want it.
He don't want it. Neither do Ant-Man. But this is what I'll say about this next series, because we ain't talked about the matchup because we ain't got there yet because we ain't there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if the T-Wolves beat Denver.
I wouldn't either.
Because Jokic's got to deal with 2 boys that's playing out their mind right now.
Yes, sir.
Gobert. See, a lot of people not talking about Gobert, but Gobert played this year. We had an argument at the All-Star break that Gobert should have been an All-Star over Cat because of the defense of the year, like the type of stuff he's doing. So this is getting ready to be a very, very good matchup starting this Saturday, by the way.
Yes,
and we'll let it go. But this series kicks off Saturday. Who had the better record, Denver or Minnesota? Because they was like 1 and 2.
They was all. I think
they was
Minnesota
all together.
was 2. They was all bunched up together. Whatever.
Yeah,
They
like
close
they was
enough.
separated by half of a game or same tide. And however it goes, that series mess around and go 7 games. And if the T-Wolves come out on top, I say this now: if the T-Wolves come out on top over Denver, the T-Wolves are probably going to win the championship this year.
Let me say this. Denver went through the playoffs and didn't lose no games. You know the game they did lose to? The team they did lose to was Minnesota last year. Before the fully formed Ant-Man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Ant-Man wasn't the beast he is right now last year. He's shooting better than what he shot last year. He's playing light years better than what he played last year, and he was very good last year. So, yes, they have a shot. They have the bigs to defend him. And like you brought up Rudy Gobert. You remember when Rudy Gobert played for the Utah Jazz and he got played off the court because they put him in that drop and he wouldn't slide his feet? They don't put him on the bench no more. He plays defense now. He don't foul out. He stays with them guards. And that's different. And listen, Cat is awesome, man. Like, he's a little chump and he got Kool-Aid heart, but look, he is a cold big man. He is a pure shooter for a big man. Remember, he's one of the few big men that won the 3-point contest.
Yeah, man.
Leave him open if you want to. And then you got now, what's the dude? The dude won 6th man of the year coming off the bench. Whatever old boy name is.
Nazir. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That man nice. They got a very, very good team, and they have a good mixture of elderly players, not elderly players, but older statesman players and young players. That's a dangerous team. You got McDaniels over there. Guess who's gonna probably be guarding that point guard? McDaniels. And he's quick enough to do it, and he's long enough to do it to bother him. And he got a hurt ankle right now. The point guard for the Denver Nuggets.
He's about Murray.
Yeah. Now Murray is great. Murray is great, man. But I think this is probably the best team that can match up against them. I still got Denver winning it, but I would not be shocked at all.
That's why I said 7 games. But if Minnesota wins that, whoever wins this series, in my opinion, wins the championship this year. Yeah, that's the chip is coming out the West. I'm sorry, Van. I know I saw the little your team going home. We injured, and y'all just caught us at the right time. But Boston is soft as puppy poo. I'm about to let y'all know that right now. Outside of Walnut Head, Walnut White. You dig what I'm saying?
All right, man.
Let's get it, man.
All right, man. So we'll make the time. Go ahead, bro.
Yo, have you ever thought I really enjoy what these guys are doing with this podcast? How can I help support them? How can I be a blessing to them? Look, man, hit that like, subscribe, and notification button. We saw a lot of our partners in the comments. What up, Tony D? Shout out to Life Be Life and Podcast. That is our homeboy, our brother from back in the day, and still our brother to this day. You dig what I'm saying? You can also hit our Cash App, Cash Sign, Not the Same Podcast.
You can.
NotTheSamePodcast.com/support. And the comments. This is what keeps us going. We see a lot of viewers on there. We can't, if you don't comment, We don't know you peeping. But you can at least hit that like button, please. We appreciate that part. That's how you can support. All the comments over there in the comment section. We appreciate y'all comment. We didn't get to everything. You know what I mean? We see the little slick stuff about my heat. I ain't worried about that. You dig what I'm saying? I'm going to get back focused. But that's how y'all can support me and my brother over here, man. Just hitting them comments. We appreciate y'all sliding through tonight.
Salute to all the viewers that came through, man. I looked at it, I was like, oh, a lot of people watching. So we appreciate all y'all coming through and watching tonight, man. Hey, don't be a stranger. Come back. Matter of fact, if you're into music, tomorrow we will have our Music and Faith show where we play the latest and greatest of CHH as well as positive music, not just CHH, man. So, hey, make sure you tune in and we talk about some very deep, dope topics. Yes, it is Christian, but we gets real. Trust me.
We get real about it. We got a real one for y'all tomorrow. You definitely want to slide through.
So tune in tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. And hey, man, we appreciate y'all. With that being said, I'm C-Micah.
I'm Robert Dean.
Y'all have a good night.
Christ lives in us, so we gave us the strength, so we gave us the power, so we he's showing out, that's why